Hello, Aries. If you just happen to hear these words today, I believe it's not a coincidence. The universe is guiding you to the right place at the right time, and what's about to be spoken could forever change your relationship with money, because the abundance you've been searching for was never too far away. It's just been waiting for you to take one simple action within a very specific window of time before the gate of destiny quietly closes. And that journey starts right here, in a space where time is no longer something to measure, but something to align with fate itself. Now, let me tell you about that gate, the one that only opens when your soul is ready to walk through it. When a door opens in the universe, not everyone sees it. Some feel a strange breeze pass through the mind. Some notice their heart beating faster than usual without knowing why. But for Aries, it's never just a vague feeling. It's a calling, a wake-up drum, a sacred invitation, whispered from the deeper layers of fate. Not every opportunity returns again, and the universe doesn't always wait. Some gateways open for just a fleeting moment, a moment stamped with a clear date. And this time, Aries, that date is September 1st, 2025. Not later, not after, because once that date passes, the frequency will shift. The light will begin to pull back. And what's waiting for you, a kind of prosperity you've never touched before, may choose another path, another person. Can you feel it, that strange sense that everything in your life has quietly led to this very point, this single moment where all you need to do is nod your head and walk through? No noise, no banners, just one small action, carrying a powerful meaning. As someone who walks between two worlds, the world of energy and the world of everyday life, I believe money has a frequency of its own. It doesn't respond to vague wishing. It comes to those who know how to reach out at the right moment. And it's not that you weren't worthy before, it's just that your rhythm hadn't yet aligned with the rhythm of abundance. But today is different. If you've ever delayed, if you've ever said maybe later, if you've ever seen opportunity but hesitated because you didn't feel ready, then this is the moment to break the cycle. No more waiting, no more excuses that sound reasonable, but come from fear, because once the gate is closed, no matter how hard you knock, the energy will no longer be there to answer. Don't let your wealth fall into the hands of another version of you, the version who trusts their intuition, who acts when the moment is right, the version you're becoming right now. I've seen so many search for luck everywhere, in jobs and investments and astrology charts, but they forget the quiet signals coming from deep inside. Because sometimes what changes your life forever isn't a giant opportunity, but one small moment where you finally said, I'm ready. So ask yourself gently, could it be that the universe has chosen you? Could it be that all your struggles were preparing you for this one chance? If you're still unsure, remember this: the universe never picks the wrong person. It's only waiting for you to choose yourself. And the beautiful part is, you don't need power, you don't need status, you don't need wealth. All it takes is one small act, carried with deep intention and clear faith. A simple gesture, strong enough to unlock the gate of prosperity. And it's not something complex. It begins as 3 golden coins. Sometimes the beginning of a destiny doesn't come from something big, not from a dramatic event, not from a door flung wide open, but from something small, still, silent, something resting in your hand that will never be the same again. 3 golden coins. The shape doesn't matter. The amount doesn't matter. Whether it's an old coin forgotten in a drawer or a shiny one you just got back with your morning coffee, the only thing that matters is its color, gold. It's no accident that gold has always been linked with power, with light, with creation. From ancient temples to Eastern legends, gold has always stood for wisdom, eternity, and sacred energy. And now, as you hold these 3 coins in your hand, you're not just holding metal, you're holding a living symbol of something far greater than you ever imagined. 3, it's not just a random number. In astrology, in spirituality, in the very fabric of life, 3 means expansion, creation, rebirth. It's the energy that never stays still, but keeps moving, growing, initiating. I've met many people searching for transformation through grand adventures, through distant travels, ancient books, costly lessons, but they often forget. Sometimes a seed only needs to be planted at the right time, in the right place, not with the right size. And these 3 golden coins, so ordinary at first glance, might just be the key to an entirely new cycle in your life. They won't change you, but they'll help you send out a clear signal to the universe that you are open, that you trust, that you're ready to plant your faith in something unseen, yet more powerful than any material promise. Now imagine this: you're standing in the middle of a vast garden. You carry nothing but 3 tiny golden seeds in your hand. The soil is ready, the light is shining, and the sky above, it feels like it's waiting for you. You don't know what these seeds will grow into, but deep inside you can feel it. Something is waiting to begin. This is the moment when the 3 golden coins become the 3 seeds of your destiny. Place them gently on your palm, as if you're holding the most precious thing in your life. Look at them as if you've never seen gold before, because today you're not looking at money. You're looking at a symbol of a new future, and not just your future, but the future of everything you'll touch. Your family, your work, the people you love. An Aries who chooses to believe in a small sign can shift the fate of everyone around them in that very moment. You might realize something, that what makes life magical isn't how much you hold in your hands, but how you choose to see what you're holding. 3 coins so small, but when infused with meaning, they become a bridge between your intention and the frequency of abundance. And from the moment you choose to keep them, you are choosing to believe once again in your own worthiness to receive, not by force, but by alignment. I still believe everything in this world carries energy, but when you breathe a new intention into something, it becomes a messenger. These 3 golden coins will no longer be mere objects. They will become your companions on the path of calling in your fortune. They'll be there, silent but powerful, reminding you each day that you've started, you are worthy, and you don't have to prove anything anymore. Just trust and act. No matter where you are on your financial path, wealthy or struggling, those 3 coins will quietly remind you even the smallest steps can lead to the biggest turning points. And sometimes you don't need to understand it all. You just need to hold that tiny thing, like a prayer that says, I am ready to live as a new version of myself. But before those 3 coins can truly become a key, there's one thing you must do, something that sounds small, but is absolutely essential. You must release them from the energy of the past, from the fingerprints of souls who once touched them before you, because not every coin is clean, and not every energy belongs to you. If you want to plant a good seed, you must begin with pure soil. Not every coin is clean. Not every light shines from a pure source. Some things may sparkle on the outside, but carry within them the memory of lack, doubt, and wounds that have quietly built up over time. Money is no different. It has passed through hundreds of hands, thousands of pockets. It's been held by the careless, the fearful, those who silently believed they would never have enough. And because of that, even the coins you hold now, though lifeless, may still carry the lingering echo of poverty and fear. You can't plant seeds in old, hardened soil without first turning it over. You can't call in wealth through a coin still soaked in wounded energy, because old energy, if left uncleansed, will always block the flow of what's new and alive. This is the moment you need to do something important. A simple act, but a sacred one. A ritual of cleansing. Prepare a cinnamon incense stick, an ancient scent tied to prosperity for thousands of years. Across Asia and the Middle East, from sacred rituals to everyday life, cinnamon has long symbolized luck, attraction, and the warmth of abundant energy. More than just a pleasant smell, cinnamon holds a unique frequency, one that clears away invisible residue left on anything it touches. Light the incense. No rush, no routine. Let the flame touch the incense, as if you're lighting the very first spark of a brand new destiny. Then watch as the first curl of smoke rises, soft, flowing like a stream of intention. You don't need to understand it all, just feel it. Now slowly pass each coin through the smoke, not like you're dusting them off, but like you're blessing them, washing them clean of a wound that was never spoken aloud. And then say this aloud, not stiffly, not like a script. Say it with your true voice, your breath, your soul fully present. I, Aries, release what doesn't belong to me and open the path for pure money to flow in. Can you hear your own voice shift? It's no longer just a prayer. It now carries your fire, your will, and most of all, your choice. The choice to release burdens you no longer wish to carry, because sometimes what blocks your prosperity isn't on the outside, but right there, in the palm of your hand, in the way you hold on, in what you refuse to let go of. When you cleanse a coin, you're telling the universe, I no longer choose to carry lack within me. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the cinnamon in the air, warm, sweet, deep like a childhood memory or a winter morning full of quiet hope. That scent isn't just filling your room, it's clearing your energetic field. It's shifting the aura around your coins. It's inviting abundance to enter. And when you open your eyes, you may see the coins same in shape, but completely transformed, like three warriors emerging from a sacred river, still, bright, ready for a new journey. If you once believed money only came through hard work and calculations, today you're learning a new lesson. Money also responds to frequency, and one of the highest frequencies for receiving it is purity, not physical cleanliness, but energetic clarity. No entanglement, no pullbacks, no lingering scent of doubt. From now on, these coins are no longer just metal. They are symbols of a vow that you've severed ties with everything that no longer serves you, a vow that you've done your part to make it easier for abundance to find you. Like the earth after rain, when it's been cleansed, it becomes more fertile than ever. And right now, these three sacred coins are ready for you to breathe into them. The original fire of your soul, a fire no one else carries but you, Aries, on the path to calling in abundance. There comes a sacred moment when you're no longer just watching from the outside, but stepping in as the one who activates it all. The three coins have been cleansed. The cinnamon smoke has lifted away every energetic dust. No more shadows from the past. No more echoes from someone else's story. They are ready, but not yet alive. Only when they're charged with your own energy will they truly become magnets for wealth. And what you need to do now is breathe your own fire into each one. Find a quiet space, not to perform a ritual, but to return to yourself. Place the three coins in the center of your palm. Cup both hands together, as if you're holding a heart that breathes, because in a way, you're holding an invisible pulse of trust, of new beginnings, of a miracle in the making. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a few seconds, then slowly let it go, as if you're exhaling all the doubt that ever stood in your way. Let there be a pause to become honest, not pretending to believe, not forcing yourself to believe, but truly feeling that something is awakening right here in the palm of your hands. Now, speak. Slowly, let each word strike the gates of the universe like a soft drumbeat. I double my money every day. Don't say it like you're repeating a line. Say it like it's a vow, a declaration of life, not to the world out there, but to your own heart, to the energy moving through you right now. Say it again, a second time, a third, and if it feels right, say it as many times as you want until it's no longer a sentence, but a heartbeat. Don't worry if your emotions rise. Don't be surprised if your hands start to feel warm. That's energy truly shifting in astrology, in healing, in every ancient rite of prosperity. Your personal flame is always key, and that flame is not on some altar, not in a candle. It lives right there, in the heart that dares to light it, I believe. Your hands and your heart are the two most powerful gateways to high-frequency energy. When you use both, you don't need gods, you don't need charms, you don't need to prove anything. You become the proof. You're saying, I'm not just hoping for wealth, I'm actively inviting it with the living fire inside me. And when that declaration rises from you, the universe can't ignore it. While your hands are still holding the coins, visualize this. Each coin is like a tiny mirror reflecting the energy you're sending. Whatever you send, it remembers. Send fear, it will hold that. Send trust, it will multiply that. So send your best fire, the fire born from pure intention, from a heart that no longer clutches, a dream no longer silenced by reality. When done consistently, each coin becomes a living ember, quiet but powerful. They don't need to shine to prove their power. They only need to hold their frequency, and that's enough for money to find its way to you. Aries, you don't need to chase wealth. You only need to become so clear that it can finally recognize you. Now, these three coins are no longer lifeless objects. They're the meeting point between trust and action, the place where your deepest wishes start to take physical form. And you've just done something extraordinary. You gave life to the lifeless. You turned matter into meaning. You turned belief into frequency. Hold onto that feeling, the warmth in your hands, the expansion in your chest, the knowing that you just did something truly right without needing anyone else to say so. Because in the end, the universe doesn't need you to explain. It only needs you to move in rhythm with it. And once you do, the next step is to give those coins a sacred home where they can begin their work, a place that seems ordinary. But when you really look at it, you'll see It's the heart of your financial life. Your wallet, the most sacred space, isn't always some faraway temple. Sometimes it fits right inside your pocket, and you call it by a very familiar name, your wallet. We often think of a wallet as nothing more than a place to keep cash, a practical item for everyday life. But in the world of energy, to those who live with awareness, a wallet doesn't just hold money, it holds your financial frequency. Every coin you place in it, every bill that flows out, every time you open it and close it again, is a ritual, silent, repetitive, but deeply meaningful. Once your 3 golden coins have been cleansed and activated, they cannot remain hidden, tucked away like some forgotten secret. They need to live within the current of motion, because money in its essence is energy in circulation. Only when it's touched, exchanged, and merged with real-world flow can it truly amplify the frequency you've poured into it. So open your wallet, gently, no rush, as if you're opening the doors of a meditation sanctuary where intention and prosperity can finally meet. Look closely at each compartment. What do you see? A pile of wrinkled receipts, old notes you forgot were there, or a space that's been cleared and made ready. Before placing any coin inside, take a moment to clean it, not just physically, but as a gesture of respect for the energy that's about to live there, because your wallet is more than just storage. It's the bridge between the physical world and your inner financial vibration. The space where you place these 3 coins won't just hold money, it will hold a quiet agreement between you and the universe. And once your wallet is clean, choose the pocket where you keep your paper bills. The one you open daily, the one you touch the most. That's where the 3 awakened coins will go. Not hidden, not separated, but right within the flow, so that every time money leaves your hands, it carries your imprint. And every time it returns, it finds its way back to the frequency you've set. That's the difference between a wallet that stores cash and a wallet that stores the energy of wealth attraction. I once heard an elder say, "Wallets don't talk, but they remember." How you treat them becomes the language they use to call money back. And I believe that because it's not the number on your bills that makes you rich. It's the way you look at them each day. If you treat your wallet as sacred, money will treat you as trustworthy. So take a moment. Look at the wallet nearest to you. Gently place your hand on it like saying hello. And when you're ready, place the 3 coins into the same compartment as your paper bills, as if you're planting 3 seeds of light into the most fertile ground of your abundance. Then close your eyes and softly whisper, "No one else needs to hear. I've placed my trust in here, and I know it will return to me. Greater, deeper, more complete." If you're listening to this right now, and your heart stirs even just a little, let that feeling guide you into real action. Once you've placed the 3 coins into your wallet, feel free to leave a message below. I've chosen where to place my 3 coins, not to brag, but to connect with the energy of others walking this same path. Because when many souls activate wealth with clear intention, we don't just heal ourselves, we send out a new frequency into the whole collective. And one day you'll open your wallet and realize you're no longer afraid to spend. Because you'll know every dollar that leaves carries a spark of the fire you once placed inside, and that fire always knows the way home. From that moment on, you'll begin to live differently, not just storing money, but connecting with it. Every day, every breath, every touch, because what matters isn't where you keep your coins, but how you touch them, and the energy you send when you do. Not all miracles come from big, dramatic things. Sometimes, it's the quiet, repeated actions we take each day, with a conscious, awakened heart, that create the deepest, most lasting changes in a person's life. Aries, you've come so far on this journey. You chose your 3 coins. You cleansed them with cinnamon smoke. You poured your living energy into every metal surface. You placed them inside your wallet with reverence, as if planting a sacred promise into the hands of destiny. Now comes the most important part. No loud magic, no mystery or spectacle, just something simple, quiet, consistent. It's time to activate those 3 coins every single day. Each time you open your wallet, each time you pull out a bill to buy a cup of coffee, pay for gas, or cover a utility bill, pause for just one moment. Touch the 3 coins gently. You don't need to take them out. No one needs to see, just you and the universe. And in that moment, speak through your breath, your awareness, your intention. Come back to me, multiplied. Not a spell, not superstition, but a frequency, a loving, grateful command sent out through energy. You might be surprised to know most people spend money unconsciously. Every swipe of the card feels like loss. Every withdrawal feels like something missing. But what most don't realize is, we're always sending out emotional signals with our money. If the signal is fear, money leaves and doesn't want to return. If the signal is gratitude, money feels safe coming home. But you, Aries, you've shifted. You're sending your money out with love. You're no longer just using money, you're communicating with it. And that changes everything. Picture every dollar you spend as a bird. You attach a message to its wing, a map, a frequency. Find your way back to me, and guess what? Those birds will fly far. They'll work, connect, create value out in the world. And they will return to their home, not just with what they left with, but carrying the blessing of the one who sent them out with presents. I've seen people spend money with fear in their eyes. I've seen people pay bills while feeling guilty, ashamed. But then something shifts. When they start touching their wallet with gratitude, greeting money when it arrives, thanking it when it departs, something changes. Within just a few months, they begin to experience a completely new relationship with wealth. No more tension, no more panic, no more chasing, because they've learned the secret of abundance. It's not magic, it's a habit. Aries, what you're practicing now, it's not just a ritual, it's a way of living, a new rhythm, a sustainable inner state. Every day, when you spend money with one gentle touch, to your 3 sacred coins, you remind yourself, I'm not afraid to let go because I'm planting seeds. You plant with action, you plant with emotion, you plant with faith, and what you receive won't just be more money, it will be a new version of you, someone who knows how to live fully in the balance of giving and receiving. If you've ever asked, how do I stop being afraid of money? This is the moment. When you learn to release money like an old friend and welcome it back like something natural, you'll finally know money is not a ruler, it's a companion that listens. And when you live with it, with presence, intention, and daily rhythm, the most miraculous thing begins to happen. Wealth comes without you having to chase it. Prosperity finds you, not because you try harder, but because you're finally ready to receive. Prosperity isn't some explosive event. It's not a miracle falling from the sky. And it's definitely not a privilege reserved for the lucky few. Prosperity is a way of life. It's how you walk each day with a heart full of gratitude. It's how you touch your money with clarity and awareness. It's how you spend without guilt or regret. And it's how you welcome the return flow with peace, without pressure, without doubt. Aries, what you've been doing in this journey isn't just a ritual. You've made a choice to live with an unshakable belief that you are worthy, that you no longer have to chase after money, but can stand still, grounded, and attract it with the energy radiating from within. You began with a small, sacred act. You chose 3 golden coins, you cleansed them, you lit them with your inner fire, and you placed them in your wallet like a promise to your future self. Since that moment, you've turned every spending moment into something sacred. You've transformed your wallet into a living altar, a place where money is no longer a source of anxiety, but a sacred flow that's honored and respected. You may not see the change right away, but listen for the subtle shifts. Feel the peace in your mind every time you open your wallet. Feel the ease when money goes out, and the quiet trust that whispers it will return. True prosperity doesn't come from magic. It comes from showing up and repeating a meaningful act, day by day, month by month, until it becomes a part of you, like breath, like heartbeat, like the silent light, nurturing a new seed beneath the soil. The universe doesn't need you to be perfect. It just needs you to be consistent. Touch the 3 coins each day. Say a small message each time you spend. Hold onto your faith, even when the results haven't shown up yet, because faith always comes before abundance. You're already living like someone who's prosperous, even if your bank balance doesn't show it yet, and that way of living is what brings wealth closer to you every single day. If today you spend your very last dollar, but still whisper to yourself, I'm not losing anything, I'm sending love into the world, then congratulations, you're already vibrating at a frequency money can't resist. I want you to remember this, Aries. You didn't cast a spell, you made a new life choice, and that choice will walk with you. It'll support you quietly. It'll whisper in your ear every time doubt creeps in. You don't have to run anymore. You just have to keep believing. Thank you for stepping into this journey with me. Thank you for pausing, listening, and reconnecting with yourself in a world that never stops rushing. Thank you for choosing faith, even when life tried to make you quit. This is no longer just a ritual. This is a new way of living, one that knows how to give, how to receive, and most importantly, how to believe you are worthy. So I wish you this, Aries. May every step you take be guided by trust. May every dollar you spend be a seed of faith, and may every seed you send out find its way back to you, richer, fuller, more beautiful than ever before.